Hello America. Tonight we're diving into the turbulent waters of cruise ship taxes. That's right, those floating behemoths of buffet lines and belly flop contests are in hot water. Why? Because according to our good friend, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, they're dodging taxes faster than a teenager avoids eye contact. Lutnick, in all his wisdom, recently graced Fox News with his presence. He dropped a truth bomb on Jesse Watters' primetime that sent shockwaves through the cruise industry. You ever see a cruise ship with an American flag on the back? Lutnick questioned, his voice dripping with righteous indignation. They have flags of like Liberia or Panama. None of them pay taxes. Now we all know that corporate tax avoidance is as American as apple pie and tax loopholes the size of Texas. But Lutnick's comments, blunt as a drunken sailor's insult, have shown a spotlight on the murky depths of cruise line finances. And America, hold on to your life vests because things are about to get choppy. Let's break down how these nautical nomads are pulling off this financial feat. The magic word, folks, is Section 883 of the Internal Revenue Code. Think of it as a get-out-of-taxes-free card for international shipping companies, including our beloved cruise lines. Now this legal loophole isn't exactly new. It's been around longer than the Titanic's been at the bottom of the ocean. But what it essentially boils down to is this. If a cruise line registers its ships in a foreign country, think sunny locales like Liberia or the Bahamas, and meet certain requirements, voila, they're practically exempt from paying U.S. federal income tax. That's right, they get to enjoy the benefits of American tourism, the spending, the tips, the occasional overboard passenger, without contributing their fair share to the country's coffers. Is it legal? Technically yes. Is it morally ambiguous? Oh, you bet your sweet duty-free rum it is. So, just how low are we talking when we say these cruise lines are paying minimal taxes? Brace yourselves folks, because the numbers are about to make your blood pressure rise faster than a conga line on the Lido deck. We're talking single-digit tax rates. That's right folks, less than 10%. To put that into perspective, your average Joe Schmo pays a higher tax rate than these floating palaces of pleasure. Let's name and shame, shall we? Carnival Corporation, the self-proclaimed fun ship company, boasted an effective tax rate of just 0.6% in a recent year. Royal Caribbean, known for its rock-climbing walls and robot bartenders, wasn't far behind at a measly 1.3%, and Norwegian Cruise Line, the freestyle cruising folks, clocked in at a paltry 1.9%. These are not typos, America. These are real numbers, audited and verified, reflecting the minuscule amount of money these multi-billion-dollar corporations are contributing to the country they profit from. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and torches and set sail for international waters, Secretary Lutnick wants you to know that he feels your pain. He's here to tell you, in no uncertain terms, that this tax-dodging free-for-all is about to end. This is going to end under Donald Trump, Lutnick declared, channeling his inner Captain Ahab, and those taxes are going to be paid and American tax rates are going to come down. That's right, folks, the Trump administration, in its infinite wisdom and love of closing tax loopholes that benefit the wealthy, is setting its sights on those seafaring tax evaders. Will they actually succeed? Well, that's about as clear as the water in a post-chlorine spilled jacuzzi. Previous attempts to make cruise lines pay their fair share have sunk faster than a cruise ship buffet line after a norovirus outbreak. But for now, Lutnick wants you to know that he's on the case, fighting for the little guy. Section 5, rough seas ahead, stock market takes a dive. Lutnick's comments, however, weren't just empty threats. They sent ripples through the stock market, causing a mini tsunami in the cruise line sector. The day after his Fox News appearance, shares of major cruise lines took a nosedive faster than a tipsy passenger trying to walk a straight line on deck. Carnival's stock plunged by 5.9%, Royal Caribbean plummeted by 7.6%, and Norwegian Cruise Line sank by 4.9%. Clearly, investors were spooked by the prospect of these tax loopholes being closed. The possibility of cruise lines finally having to pay their fair share sent a shiver down the spines of Wall Street. It seems even the lure of unlimited buffets and all-you-can-drink packages couldn't calm the stormy seas of the stock market. Section 6. Sunshine and savings cruise demand stays strong. But here's the thing. While the stock market might be panicking, the average American seems unfazed. Demand for cruises, it turns out, is as strong as ever. Despite the threat of looming tax changes, people are still lining up to spend their hard-earned cash on those floating cities of indulgence. Royal Caribbean, for example, is projecting a 23% earnings growth in 2025. That's right, folks, 23%. It seems that neither a global pandemic nor the threat of higher taxes can dampen our collective desire to escape reality, one all-you-can-eat buffet at a time. Section 7, Wyszynski's Weather Report. A buying opportunity? Now, amidst all this talk of taxes and stock market turmoil, one man sees a silver lining. Stifel financial analyst Stephen Wyszynski. Wyszynski, a man who clearly knows his way around a balance sheet, believes this whole tax kerfuffle is a storm in a teacup. He's dubbed it a buying opportunity, urging investors to take advantage of the dip in cruise line stocks. His reasoning? This isn't the first time someone's tried to close these tax loopholes. And let's be honest, the chances of the US government actually following through on its threats to make corporations pay more taxes are about as slim as finding a salad bar on a cruise ship. Plus, as Wyszynski points out, cruise lines already pay a hefty sum in port fees and taxes, so they're not exactly freeloading their way across the 7 seas. So there you have it, America. The saga of cruise ship taxes is a tale as old as time corporations using loopholes to avoid paying their fair share, politicians talking tough but rarely taking action, and the average Joe left to foot the bill. Until next time, America, stay informed, stay vigilant, and for God's sake, wash your hands after using the buffet on a cruise ship.